Someone who's coming to basic training should expect a completely transformative experience.
They know that they're garnering something for the future.
We want to see basically the best of the best.
It's challenging. Well, definitely prepare yourself.
It's a rite of passage, really, and it's an experience not many people get to have.
Anything that you do here in the United States Air Force Reserve, you want to be physically fit for. I think you should want to be physically fit for life in general.
Well, any potential basic military trainee is going to be screened at MEPS, and they will make a determination about whether or not that particular applicant is physically fit enough to come to basic training.
The best part about basic training is you can come in at any fitness level and we're going to get you to where you need to be.
Your first day of basic training, that's not the time to start doing push-ups for the first time in your life or start running.
Yeah, I actually did start an exercise routine, started hitting the gym a lot.
I did cardio every day. I went to the track and ran 1.5 miles because the PT test is 1.5 miles. And I did push-ups and sit-ups every day at home.
The final test is a minute of push-ups. You gotta do as much push-ups as you can. Just basically started off by doing 10 easy push-ups and then just work my way from there.
I would say practice on your run and build up your endurance.
And by the time you get to basic, you're able to just have that easy pass.
It's very easy to find what our physical fitness requirements are online. I would say as soon as possible, as soon as you make the decision to join, you should start working on your run, your push-ups, your sit-ups, and your pull-ups. Don't wait until basic training to start that.
I prepared myself because out there, they're pretty persistent that you're not gonna fail.
We do still put the stress level on them. We want to test them. We want to make sure that they are what we need as far as airmen in the United States Air Force.
Again, you need to mentally prepare yourself for an experience that's going to push you way, way out of your comfort zone.
We only have a certain amount of weeks to get you where we need to be, so the more you're prepared, the less pain you're going to feel out of here, basically.
Our number one concern as instructors is the safety of our trainees and the ultimate success of our trainees. So you need to prepare yourself mentally, and that may just be thinking about it on a daily basis and preparing yourself for that eventuality.
First and foremost, they can expect a safe environment. There's plenty of things put in place here to ensure that the safety of any young man, young woman, older individual that comes through is able to go through here and feel like they've not only changed as a person, but that they're going to be protected while they're here.
Your flight, the people you work with and go through basic training with.
It's basically like a little small family. You're with them for almost 8 weeks. You have to live with them, interact with them, work with them.
A reporting statement is something you say to your MTI before you address him about anything else. The reporting statement at BMT is, "Sir, ma'am, trainee so-and-so, your name, reports as ordered." Then you can ask them whatever you want, say whatever you want to the MTI. But you have to say it before talking to any MTI.
Well, once you get to BMT, your phone, you do a quick call.
And after that, they collect everybody's phone. They have everybody write their name on a piece of paper, wrap it around their phone with a rubber band, and they haul it off to CQ, which is headquarters. And then during the first week, when you in process, that's when they give you new uniforms.
As probably many potential basic training applicants realize, there is something called 0 week, which is basically a processing week, and that happens before the first week of training. So during 0 week, trainees can be expected to do all of their processing appointments.
You're starting to get settled in. Your TI is teaching you about your clothing drawer.
Everything from uniforms to
Shots, paperwork.
anything like that falls under the processing realm. After that, they'll enter the first week of training.
There's once in a while where you have a whole day of pure classes.
You may spend a lot of time doing drill on any particular week.
Learning facing movement, commands. You're listening to your TI call commands and learning how to march, basically.
Basic combat skills training on other weeks.
I know Beast Week is the 6th week you're there.
You know, the Beast is pretty much trying to familiarize them with a deployed environment. We try to make it as close to as realistic as possible.
All the weeks you train, you're with your own flight. But once you get to Beast Week, your flight's still in the same camp as you, but you get separated, you get put with other flights. So you gotta use a lot of teamwork in order to actually get through Beast Week.
You go through all these deployment exercises.
1, 2, 3.
Some of the obstacles that might happen out there, some of the things, the stressors that are out there, as far as the gear. Obviously it gets hot when you have all the gear on.
You'll be with armor, with basically a bulletproof vest, a helmet, how to shoot a weapon, the M16, how to disarm the real one.
Going through these obstacles, the dirt, getting dirty, and for them to start thinking outside the box as far as sometimes how to get over some certain obstacles.
It's a bunch of exercises, but it's a lot of fun, and it's team exercises.
It's fun. You get to interact with nature a lot, so if you like nature, it's going to be a good time.
1, 2, 3.
They still do the gas chamber, it's a good experience.
It was kind of nerve-wracking at first.
Well, you have your suit on, and then you have to, once you're in the gas chamber, you take your suit off, and you got to give a reporting statement. They'll make you do jumping jacks so that when you give your reporting statement, you take that good big breath of the gas chamber so it hits you more. I was not looking forward to it, but when they came to it, it was nice to actually feel how the gas attacks you and how all the equipment protects you.
The 7th and 8th week, you're prepping for graduation and your end-of-course test,
which is a test of all that information you learned. And the 8th week is basically the graduation week.
Right after graduation, there's retreat, which is where you show your parents how to march and you get coined.
And then you have your graduation, and then the next one after that is just family time.
And then right after, you go to tech school.
Advice for them, just work hard, don't give up.
Make sure that you know everything that you need to know, and make sure you're comfortable with the information. Ask all the questions you need, make sure all the cards are put out on the table.
I've been here since 2001, so I've had quite a few flights and I've seen a lot of changes. One of the things that doesn't change is the level of responsibility they need to expect to have when they get here.
The individual who steps through those doors to be a new airman in the United States Air Force is going to change. You'll never meet an airman, even a reserve airman, an active duty airman, or airman in the Guard that says that going through basic training wasn't a life-altering experience.
Professionalism, the core values, the integrity, excellence, and service before self that we instill in them.
That's the foundational training that we garner to civilians, so we can give them those core values of what it means to be not only a good airman, but just a better person in general.
It was a great experience. I learned a lot about leadership and teamwork. Once you graduate, you're gonna get that feeling like, yeah, I did it. And the things you learn during BMT, you're gonna be able to use it for not just the Air Force career, but other careers as well, or life situations as well.
I love it. I love the order, the structure, the Air Force's mission.
And those core values that we give them of integrity, service before self, and excellence in all we do, travel throughout their entire life. So that's what they can expect.
It's a game changer, it's a life changer. You will not be the same person you were coming out as when you first came in.